Hello, Altadena. It is me, your faithful and loyal paranormal investigator, Isabel Briggs, the teen librarian. What's up? I'm coming to you live from the passenger seat of my car. I know that it's like so unglamorous, trust me. Like, I'm not showing you the rest of the back seat where I have like old picnic blankets and just junk back there. Yes, okay, so yes, I'm in my car, but my car is at a very special location. In Altadena, I'm at Gravity Hill. Let's see, there it is. There's the hill. And there's a very like weird orange sun situation going on out here. Yeah, I don't know if it's like, it doesn't smell smoky, but like the orange sun, I don't know. I guess it's just like regular apocalypse vibes here. Just, good old 2020. Giving us some nice orange sunset. It's lovely, lovely. So yeah, hello. Here we are. Ghost Hunters Part 3. I can't believe we're already on to our third Ghost Hunters. I'm gonna be so sad when this is over. I've had so much fun making these videos. I hope it's like a fraction of the amount of fun that you guys have had watching them. There's only one more left. Well, there's one more. So there's one more Ghost Hunters Live, which is next Thursday. We're going to be doing EMF meter, probably in the library. We're going to go back home to the library. We've had a couple episodes out in Altadena. And then stay tuned, because after that, there's going to be a YouTube video posted where myself and a couple other coworkers and amateur investigators stayed late in the library and like used all of these ghost hunting tools that I've been talking about throughout the month to actually try and get some contact in the library with our library ghost. So stay tuned for that video. It's coming out not next week, but the week after that. It's technically the final episode of Ghost Hunters Altadena. But today we are here in my car. Hello to new members who have joined. We are here in my car at Gravity Hill on Loma Alta Road in Altadena, and we are going to be talking about the PSB7 Spirit Box. What? This is like, I feel this is an iconic paranormal investigation tool. This little thing, she's famous. She's famous. So a little bit of history about the Spirit Box. I'm going to start off with that because I love to talk about the origins of these instruments, so you have some context for them. So the Spirit Box, there are two parts. So this is the Spirit Box. This is a speaker that comes with it. When you check it out from the Library of Things, you'll get the speaker as well. Or you can use your own Bluetooth speaker. It just plugs into a headphone jack. Or you could even use your headphones if you wanted to. So the PSB7 Spirit Box, it is essentially a modified radio that what it does is it really rapidly sweeps through FM or AM channels, depending on how you set it. And it fills in the background. So it has, per the website, proprietary white noise that it feeds into the gaps between the radio channels. And supposedly, in those gaps, in that white noise, that is where the spirits can they use the white noise or whatever as energy to communicate. Supposedly. So, just seeing some friends walking by. So this is invented. I tried to do a little research into the Spirit Box to sort of figure out its origins, where it came from, what is the science behind this? Unclear. So it was invented by a man named Gary Galka. Love that name, Gary. Respect. So it was invented by Gary Galka, who works for a company called DAS Distribution, which is also the company that manufactures the Spirit Box. You can see it on the back here, DAS Distribution. I tried to do some research into them because I was like, what is this company? Are you ready for this? Are you back? Did I lose anybody? Oh my gosh. Dude, I gotta like wise up and start bringing like a little Wi-Fi hotspot out here with me because I keep losing connection. Okay, thank you for bearing with me. Yes, for anyone new who's joined, I'm sitting in my car at Gravity Hill. There we go. Lovely orange sunset in the background. Doggy friend up here barking at me. Okay. So, and some people watching, of course, my favorite. I love when you guys watch this. I feel very self-conscious when just like strangers watch me talking to my phone. That makes me nervous. Okay, hopefully the connection won't cut out again. Okay, so picking back up, the PSB7 Spirit Box from DAS Distributions. So I just wanted to know like where this thing came from, you know, like what is the origin of this device? So DAS Distributions, get ready for this mouthful. I have my notes here. Per their website, they are the leading supplier of precision non-contact contact measurement products, data acquisition systems, automation sensors, and test and inspection equipment for over 20 years. I don't know what that means. I think that they just make like electronics? I don't know. I have no idea. They have a division called Pro Measure, and Pro Measure is what puts out like all of these paranormal investigation devices. It's very fascinating to me. Like, who is Gary Galka? For those of you who just joined, he is the inventor of the PSB7 Spirit Box. Like, he's just a like electrician working for this company, and he's like, oh, I made this thing. I don't know. If you know more about Gary Galka, please, I would love to do like a deep dive into this world and find out more about it. So anyway, so the Spirit Box. So as I said, it scans radio channels really quickly. Like at a different, you can set the speed. So it can scan through radio channels and it fills in the gaps between the radio channels with white noise. And supposedly in that white noise is where you get the spirit communications. Or if we're getting technical, EVP. EVP stands for electronic voice phenomenon. So electronic voice phenomenon is what this is picking up. EVP. It's like it says. It's some sort of noise coming through electric. I don't really understand the theory behind like why ghosts can talk through this or spirits, but you just gotta trust. You just gotta believe. You just gotta have faith and just open your mind. Be open to, you know, the mysteries of the universe. So this is picking up EVP. There's what I think it's really doing, if I was to be a skeptic, is that when we are listening to this box, we are experiencing what is called, let me adjust my glasses here, pareidolia, which is basically like when your brain picks up stimulus and says that's a pattern or that's like a thing that I saw. So pareidolia is like seeing cloud formations. You know, when you're like, oh, that cloud looks like a dog. Like that's your brain putting a sort of shape and a pattern onto stimulus. It's also like like Rorschach tests are a great example of pareidolia. It's like it's just a thing and your brain is putting an image or a message onto it. So the past, like dowsing rods and Ouija boards are that ideomotor effect where it's your brain subconsciously moving like making muscle movements. Pareidolia is like sight. It's like the same for sight. So it's your brain just like reading a thing, like reading a pattern into the observed surroundings or something like that. So that's what sort of happens with the Spirit Box is you're hearing all of this. I'll show you what it sounds like. But you're hearing all this noise and you're like trying to pick up sounds and patterns and like objective things through the random noise that you're hearing. So speaking of like optical illusions, this is the transition that I wrote to the Gravity Hill. So I know this is Gravity Hill, the only one in Altadena. It needs no introduction. Gravity hills are a phenomenon throughout the world, though. So a gravity hill happens when it's an optical illusion, basically. It looks like the road is going uphill when it's actually going downhill. So the fun thing about gravity hills, and what the sort of thing that you're supposed to do is you go to the hill, you put your car into neutral, and it looks like the hill's going up, and your car will feel like it's rolling up the hill, but actually it's rolling down the hill. It's just an optical illusion. I think the explanation for it is that it happens on roads where the horizon is obstructed, so you don't really have like a sense. So without the horizon, you don't have a sense of scale or sort of like perspective, sort of. So that's why you have that perception that you're going uphill. I mean, that's one interpretation. The other interpretation of the gravity hill is that it's spirits. So the myths that I've heard, truths, who knows, about Gravity Hill in Altadena is the legend about a school bus full of school children that went around the curve and like flipped over. Like, that's so dark. And so the reason that your car moves up on the hill is because the little children are pushing your car up the hill. They don't want you to flip over and fall into this little ravine like they did. I also read on like the Yelp page for Gravity Hill Altadena that if you put like baby powder on your car and then you do the neutral test, like afterwards you'll see little baby handprints in the car of the children pushing your car up. It's insane. That's so cool. I do not have baby powder with me today, and I'm not going to do the spirit box while I try to also do the Gravity Hill, because I just feel like you shouldn't drive and try to contact paranormal entities at the same time. It's just a good advice, I think. Okay, so that's Gravity Hill. Let's see if we can make any sort of contact with some of these children who may or may not have died here. That's so grim, but I don't think it really happened. I think it's just an optical illusion. Sorry. Okay. So when you get your spirit box, it has two pieces: spirit box, speaker. Speaker plugs into the headphone jack on the side here. You can also just use, regular headphones. It is hot in my car. Oh my gosh. Okay. The other theme of these videos is me complaining about how hot it is outside, and I'm not going to apologize for that. Okay. So I'm going to try to show you this backwards. All right. So you're going to get your box. First thing you're going to do, power on. Then we're going to turn up the volume. Oh, wait. Why am I not getting volume? That's what it sounds like. You have to turn on the speaker.
Power on.
Now in SB7 mode.
It was very loud. Okay, so there you go. That's just the regular. It's not sweep. I'm going to turn this thing down. Okay, I don't want to shout. Okay, so it's not sweeping right now. That's just it on a regular channel. I mean, honestly, you could use this to listen to the radio because you could tune it to a channel. So you can play around with the settings when you get this and sort of do your own research and figure out what works for you. The tutorials that I have watched of how to use this is that the sweep rate they recommend is 100 milliseconds. So it's sweeping. That's actually the lowest sweep it can do. Yeah. Is 100 milliseconds. And then, so I've already set that. You set that with the sweep rate button. I don't know if you can see it here, but yeah, 120, 200. If you just keep going around the clock, you'll get back to 100. And then I have it set on FM. Again, you can try AM, depending on the kind of spirit you are trying to contact. Maybe they're an AM kind of person. I think these kids probably would have been listening to FM. I don't know, because that's fun. FM's fun. Okay, so you've got it on, and then this button here that says sweep reverse, you're gonna hold down on that button, and that's when it's gonna start sweeping. Yeah, you can see the numbers here. Also, for some reason, when you're sweeping, it gets really hard to hear. So I'm going to turn it back up. Like, this is as loud as it gets. I don't know if you can hear that. Yeah, like, even when it's sweeping and you take the Bluetooth out, it's still really quiet. This is kind of the loudest it gets. I hope you can hear it. So that's what you're hearing. You're hearing that proprietary white noise that's filtering in between these radio channels. And so sometimes you'll get snippet of like music or something like that that's from an actual radio station. But so when you get the theory is that the spirit is going to communicate through the like middle, through the white noise. It's going to be blips and sort of patterns or something in the white noise. Okay, you can hear it when I hold it close to the phone. Cool. So I'm going to ask some questions. I think also a lot of paranormal investigators, so this device actually debuted on the actual Ghost Hunters TV show in like 2009 or something like that. And I think what's useful is, if you're going to do this really seriously, is to record your sessions, because sometimes when you're doing it live, you might not hear or you might hear some blips or something like that, but you're like, I'm not really sure what that was. So I think it's useful to record it if you want to and then go back and listen to it. And then you might be able to adjust the volume, slow down some of those weird noises or something. And really it might be easier to just understand what you're hearing. Okay. Let's do this. All right. Okay. All right. That's interesting. I'm getting some like harder fuzz through it. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to get close too, because it's kind of hard for me to hear. All right. Let's ask a question. Are the spirits of the children here with us at Gravity Hill? I don't really know what I heard. Wait, okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to roll up my car windows. This is going to make it really hot in here, but it's kind of hard to hear when like other like cars are driving by. Okay. All right. Let's get down to business, y'all. All right. The pausing of the video. I know the service is not really good here. Oh my God, it's so hot in here. I'm going to die. Okay, let's see what we can do though. All right. Are the spirits of the children in the bus accident here with us right now at Gravity Hill? Not really getting anything. Okay, let's try it. Are there any spirits here with us at Gravity Hill? I don't know. Is there a presence at Gravity Hill? I just feel like I'm getting like intermittent bits of the radio. It's too hot. Oh my God, I can't sit in my freaking car. Like, this is how like children die and dogs die in hot cars. Ooh. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. This is like rolling down the window, rolling out the windows. Huh. Yes. Oh my God. Fresh air. Okay. I can't do it. Okay. Let's try one more time. Let's see what else. Are there ghost hands pushing your car up Gravity Hill? Yeah. Y'all, I don't know. I have used this a few times before. I don't really get anything from it. Like, you can find videos online from like Ghost Hunters, the TV show, where they like carry on a conversation with a ghost for like 40 minutes. But like, I don't really hear anything. If there is someone here with us, state your name. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, listen, I'm not here to like debunk the PSP7 spirit box because people love it. It's like a standard of paranormal investigation. I think maybe it just takes practice. It takes some time. I think it takes patience too. And I don't know. I don't think that there's anything going on at Gravity Hill. I think it's an optical illusion. I really hope that a school bus full of children didn't die here. Gee, ugh, that's terrible. I really hope that didn't happen. I don't think it did happen. I don't think that there's anything here. Is there anything here? Is there any paranormal activity at Gravity Hill? Just like mutter. I don't know. That's the PSP7 Spirit Box. Beloved by Zach Baggins of the actual Ghost Hunters TV show. I don't know. It doesn't really do it for me. It's not as fun as like the dowsing rods or the Ouija, which is kind of cool because you like see something happen. This is kind of, it really feels like it's all in your head a little bit. Like what is it called? Pareidolia. Like it's really just like what your brain is imposing upon this like random white noise. And it's like, yeah. And I mean, I hear little blips and stuff like coming out, but I'm skeptical, y'all. I'm just gonna be honest. Check it out from the Library of Things. Take it home. Try to contact some spirits. Tell me what you hear. People love this thing. Maybe there's nothing here at Gravity Hill to listen to. Maybe this would work in a location where there's actually stuff going on. So, you know what? I'm reserving my judgment. Maybe this just isn't the right spot. Y'all, that has been the PSP7 Spirit Box at Gravity Hill in Altadena. I am Isabel, the teen librarian. This is my car. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, I really enjoy doing these videos. It's really fun to like play around with this like weird tech. It's all going to be available for checkout through our Library of Things closer to the end of the month because I still need to use some of it to do these videos. Check it out, take it home, see if you have some stuff going on at your house.